Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be an absolute banger, because we have some huge news coming out of Dallas. That's right, the Dallas Cowboys have officially finalized the deal for one of the most feared cornerbacks in the NFL, Patrick Surtain II. This is massive for the Cowboys, and it's going to change the entire landscape of their defense. If you've been following the Cowboys over the years, you know that they've had a pretty solid defense, but they've always been just a little bit short of that next level. Well, with Patrick Surtain II now in the fold, this defense is about to be downright terrifying. Surtain is a guy who can truly change the game, and now paired with Trevon, the Cowboys secondary is set to become the most feared unit in the entire NFL. So, in today's video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about this move, why it's such a huge win for the Cowboys, and what kind of impact it's going to have on their Super Bowl hopes this season. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into this huge move. First off, let's take a closer look at who Patrick Surtain II is as a player. For those of you who may not know, Patrick Surtain II is a young, elite cornerback who's already made a name for himself in the NFL, and he's only been in the league for a few years. He was drafted by the Denver Broncos with the 9th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, and from day one, he showed everyone that he was ready to be a star. Standing at 6'2" and weighing 202 pounds, Surtain has the ideal build for a cornerback. He has the perfect mix of size, speed, and athleticism that allows him to excel in coverage against both big, physical receivers and speedy, shifty playmakers. His footwork is exceptional. His ability to read quarterbacks is top-notch, and his overall football IQ is one of the best in the league. Surtain quickly established himself as one of the top corners in the NFL, earning Pro Bowl honors in just his second season in the league. In his first 2 years, Surtain showed that he could lock down any receiver in the league. He finished his rookie season with 4 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, and 14 pass deflections. In his second year, he picked off another 2 passes, forced another fumble, and continued to make life difficult for opposing quarterbacks with his ability to shut down even the most talented wide receivers. Surtain's play is not only impressive from a statistical standpoint but also when you watch him on tape, you can see how effortlessly he matches up with the best wideouts in the game. His combination of size, agility, and ball skills make him an absolute nightmare for any quarterback looking to attack his side of the field. It's no surprise that he's been regarded as one of the top young cornerbacks in the league. Now, the Dallas Cowboys have managed to bring him over, and it's safe to say that this is a game-changing move. So, why did the Cowboys feel the need to make this trade? Well, the truth is, the Cowboys' defense has been solid for the last few years, but they've always had a bit of a hole in the secondary. Trevon is a ball hawk, no doubt about it. He's one of the most exciting players to watch on defense, with his incredible ability to track the ball and make game-changing interceptions. But, as we've seen in the past, Diggs can be a bit aggressive at times, which opens the door for big plays to slip through the cracks. This isn't to say that Diggs isn't an elite cornerback, because he absolutely is, but his style of play has sometimes been a double-edged sword for the Cowboys' defense. That's where Patrick Surtain comes in. Adding Surtain to the mix gives the Cowboys a more balanced approach in their secondary. While Diggs is out there looking to make big plays and force turnovers, Surtain can be the steady, reliable force that locks down the opposing team's best wide receiver on the other side of the field. This dynamic is going to take the Cowboys' defense to a whole new level. When you think about it, this pairing of Surtain and Diggs could be one of the best cornerback duos we've seen in recent memory. Think about it, 2 elite players at the cornerback position who bring different strengths to the table. Diggs is the aggressive, playmaking corner who can change the course of a game with a single interception, while Surtain is the lockdown corner who can take away the opposing offense's best weapon. Together, they're going to be an absolute nightmare for quarterbacks. Imagine trying to game plan against this duo. You can't just pick on one side of the field anymore. You've got 2 of the best corners in the league on opposite sides, and neither is afraid to step up and make a play. This makes it incredibly difficult for any team to attack the Cowboys' defense through the air. And when you consider the pass rush that the Cowboys have with players like Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and the rest of their front seven, this secondary is about to wreak havoc on opposing offenses. Now, let's talk about the trade itself. The Cowboys didn't get Surtain for free, that's for sure. In order to land one of the best cornerbacks in the league, they had to give up a hefty package of draft picks and players. The Cowboys sent a first-round pick, a second-round pick, and a conditional 2026 pick to the Denver Broncos in exchange for Surtain. Along with that, they also included a few players to balance out the deal. It's a big trade, and there's no question that the Cowboys are making a huge commitment to winning now. But when you look at the bigger picture, this trade is absolutely worth it. The Cowboys have been one of the most talented teams in the NFL for the past few seasons, but they've always come up short in the postseason. With this move, they're going all in on a Super Bowl run, and you can't fault them for that. Surtain is the missing piece that could push this defense over the top and give the Cowboys the edge they've been looking for. In the grand scheme of things, what does this mean for the Cowboys' playoff hopes? Well, it's simple, this trade makes them even more dangerous. With an elite cornerback duo in Surtain and Diggs, the Cowboys now have one of the best defenses in the league. They already had a top-tier pass rush, a strong linebacking core, and a solid group of safeties, but adding a player like Surtain to the secondary is the kind of move that puts them in Super Bowl contention. When you have a defense that can completely shut down the pass, it opens up so many opportunities for the rest of the team. With a strong defense, the Cowboys' offense can focus on what they do best, putting up points. And with Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, and the rest of the offensive weapons they have, this is a team that can absolutely go toe-to-toe with anyone in the league. But what about the rest of the NFC? Well, the Cowboys division, the NFC East, is one of the most competitive in football. The Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants, and Washington Commanders are all strong teams, and the Cowboys are going to have their work cut out for them in the regular season. But if they can get through the division and make it into the playoffs, they'll have the kind of defense that can stop anyone. Whether it's the high-powered offenses of the NFC West or the explosive playmakers in the NFC South, the Cowboys will now have the pieces to contain those teams and shut down their passing games. With a secondary that can lock down the best receivers in the league, the Cowboys are set up to make a deep playoff run. So, what's next for the Cowboys? Well, they're not done making moves. With the addition of Surtain, the Cowboys are sending a clear message that they're all in this season. But they still have work to do. They'll need to continue to develop their offensive line, keep Dak Prescott healthy, and maintain consistency on offense. However, with a defense that now boasts two elite cornerbacks, a ferocious pass rush, and a deep group of safeties, the Cowboys are in an incredibly strong position to make a Super Bowl push. The road to the playoffs is never easy, but with Surtain in the fold, the Cowboys are more dangerous than ever. So, Cowboys fans, what do you think about this huge move? Are you excited to see Patrick Surtain II in a Cowboys uniform, and what impact do you think he'll have on this defense? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys news and updates. We've got a lot more content coming your way as the season continues, and you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.